Feelings of loneliness and attachment to some kind of device or outlet is not a new concept. This concept has been studied in numerous fields such as behavioral psychology. One famous theory is Bowlby's theory of attachment, which investigates the relationship between children and their primary caregiver. The research suggested that if the primary caregiver responds to the child's needs adequately, the caregiver acquires the role of an attachment object with the ability to provide a sense of security to the child, where a separation from it leads to stress. If the primary caregiver is not available, children search for compensatory attachment objects, which could be other people or also other objects, i.e., a pacifier or even a smartphone. The relationship that many adults have with their smartphones in times of boredom draw many parallels with Bowlby's findings. One can conclude from the research that children who grew up with healthy outlets such as outdoor activities, reading books, and spending quality time with friends may struggle less with using a smartphone as an attachment device as an adult. This point is particularly, or this point particularly resonates with me on a personal level. When I was 12, I was very much into skateboarding and couldn't think of doing anything else in my life at the time. I had friends and family, but for some reason, I was really attached to the idea of having my thing. Uh, so, uh, Ironically enough, I broke my leg skateboarding in the summer between sixth grade and seventh grade, and I couldn't skateboard anymore, or at least I couldn't skateboard for the summer. So, Bowlby's conclusions about uh, his conclusions are pretty relatable to me because I ended up getting really into fingerboarding. So for I'd say like 4 hours or more a day, I would do tricks on books, chairs. I even had a little ramp that I made out of cardboard and electrical tape. So by the time I got to seventh grade, I was playing games of fingerboard horse. We called it games of skate. So it's much like horse, but you spell out the letters using skate, skate, and I'd play that against other kids, and I would actually win the majority of the time because I spent so many hours uh, fingerboarding when I broke my leg. So all that to say, attachment to objects and finding a compensatory attachment object was very much a real thing in my personal experience. If assuming that for some people the smartphone functions as an attachment object, its separation should cause symptoms of stress and anxiety, while its proximity should provide comfort and stress relief. One quick, one interesting, one interesting line from a qualitative study by Fullward. Participants said that their smartphones were like friends, and the thought of losing their phone made them anxious.